Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Harinam Sankirtan ki Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. English. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter number 17, shloka number 5. Everybody can repeat? Okay. This chapter's name is The Victory of Hiranyaksha. And shloka number 5. 5. तो अभी किससे कहाँ से करना है?
अगला श्लोक मतलब जिसको तात्पर्य
So 6. So you did this Bhava, Vayu, Sudus, Sparsha? हो गया वो क्या? Okay, no problem. It's all same. So symptoms are there. No problem. Okay, so we have to read from shloka number 6 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 also. 10, 11, till 11 we have to read. Okay, I'll read fast. We'll do the 11th one, 6th one. Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter number 17, canto number 3, text 6, chapter name is Victory of Hiranyaksha. Uddasattadid ambhoda gataya nashtabhagane vyomni pravishta tamasa nasma vyadrishyate padam. Translation. The luminaries in the heaven were seamed by masses of clouds in which lightning sometimes flashed as though laughing. Darkness resigned. Darkness reigned everywhere and nothing could be seen. Chakrosha vimana vardhir udhirmi shubitodaraha sodapanascha saritash chakshubhu shushka pankaja. The ocean with its high waves wailed aloud as if stricken with sorrow, and there was a commotion among the creatures inhabiting the ocean. The rivers and lakes were also agitated, and lotuses withered. Moho paridhayo abhuvan sarahvo shashisurayo nirghatatha nirhradha vivarebhya prajajnire. Misty halos appeared around the sun and moon during lunar and solar eclipses again and again. Claps of thunder were heard even without clouds, and sounds like those of rattling chariots emerged from the mountain caves. Antargrameshu mukhato vamantyo vahanim ulbanam srigalo luka tankare pranedhur ashivam Shiva. In the interior of the villages, she-jackals yelled portentously, vomiting strong fire from their mouths, and jackals and owls also joined them with their cries. Sangeetavad rodanavad unnamya shirodharam vyamunchan vividhavacho grama simhas tatastata. Raising their necks, dogs cried here and there, now in the manner of singing and now of wailing. Okay, now you can repeat the shloka, shloka number 11. Kharash cha kharakashay shatta. Kharash cha kharkashay kshatta. Khurer gnato dharatalam. Khurer gnananto talam. Khar khara rabasamattha. Khar khara rabasamattha. Paryodhavan varutasha. Paryadhavan varutasha. Okay, can somebody read?
Karascha karkashe kshatta.
Kharascha kharkashe shatta.
Kurer danto dharatalam.
Dharatalam. Khar khar rabasamattha.
Karascha karkashe kshatta.
Kharascha kharkashe shatta. Kurer dhanto dharatalam. Khar khar rabasamattha. Matajis.
Kharascha karkashay shattah.
Kharaja karkashastasta. Khurer ghanato dharatalam. Khar khar rabasamattha. Davan marutasha. Kharaha. Kharaha. Asses. Cha. And. Karkashay. Hard. Shattaha. O Vidura. Khurai. With their hooves. Granantaha. Striking. Dharatalam. The surface of the earth. Kha khara. Kha khara. Bring. Rabasa. Wildly engaged in. Matta. Mad. Paryadhavan. Ran hither and thither. Varutashaha. In herds. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: O Vidura, the asses ran hither and thither in herds, striking the earth with their hard hoofs and wildly braying. Purport: asses also feel very respectable as a race, and when they run in flocks hither and thither in so-called jollity, it is understood to be a bad sign for human society. Amagyanatimirandasya jnananjana shalake chakshuranmilitam jena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, Kharai. Kharascha kharkashay kshatta. Khurer gnanto dharatalam. Khar khara rabasa matta. Paryadhavan varutashaha. O Vidura, the asses ran hither and thither in herds, striking the earth with their hard hoofs and wildly braying. So, this chapter's name is The Victory of Hiranyaksha. We know so far a little bit about the story, the birth of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. He just began the story. Even before the birth, the teaser seems to be very strong teaser. So many things are already happening. Okay, here now what we are seeing in the 6th shloka, that the luminaries in the heaven by masses of clouds, and then lightning sometimes flashed as though laughing, darkness everywhere, nothing could be seen. Okay, this is very easy to understand. These are the bad omens. The nature is reacting to, nature is also like very conscious of what's happening. Like our body also reacts to our internal state of mind also. When we are not peaceful inside, then we may experience physical difficulties also. That is also, so it's similarly, everything is Krishna's prakriti. No? Some are superior, some are inferior, but there is what you call, there has to be in sync. If everything is going good, then the nature is also very peaceful. So here it is not peaceful. The ocean and its waves were stricken with sorrow, and the commotion was there among creatures inhabiting the ocean. Inside the ocean, the creatures were also disturbed. The rivers and lakes were also agitated. Lotuses withered. Okay. Misty halos appeared around the sun and the moon during solar and lunar eclipse. I think it's become common now. Last 2 months I have seen so many eclipses every time. Okay. And there are some blood moon. Yesterday it was also Sharat Purnima, and it was also called as blood moon. It was in 1944 that such an event had happened. The combination of planets during that Purnima, it's not very auspicious, it is said. Though for us Vaishnavas, the event of Krishna's performing the most loving pastime is celebrated. For us it doesn't matter. Vaishnavas we are all sheltered by the Lord, so we are fearless also about what might happen. But for people who are not in devotion, this can be very dangerous time, like what we are seeing here. Misty halos appeared around the sun and moon during solar and lunar eclipses. Claps of thunder were heard, even without clouds, and rattling chariots, sounds emerging from mountain caves. Okay, this is also there. She jackals yelled. Here we hear not she jackals, but she dogs. You can say she dogs and he dogs. There is no time and place for their howling. Throughout day, throughout night, their own freedom to howl. And here some jackals were vomiting strong fire. Owls joined them with their cries. Funny, huh? Strange. But Shastra is explaining these are the bad symptoms of a demoniac birth. What is the next thing here? In the 10th shloka, raising their necks, dogs cried. Okay, this is common for us. Now in the manner of singing. And now of wailing. That means sometimes singing and sometimes wailing. Wailing means crying. And Vidura says, "O Vidura, the asses ran hither and thither in herds, and striking the earth with hard hoofs and wildly braying." This is also, here not many asses in Chikmagalur. Not find many asses here, right? But some places we see that some asses are running here and there. But they're like very jolly. Here it is also written jollity. But it's not a good sign for humans, no, for the overall atmosphere. So this is the status. So now you know what's happening. What is we know the event that is going to happen now. Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, the demoniac two personalities, are going to take birth. The event is happening and these are the symptoms. So I want to read one conversation Prabhupada had with Rameshwar Prabhu and Tamal Krishna Maharaj that happened in New York in July 18, 1976. Very interesting. Rameshwar Prabhu says, Sky is very clear on that day morning walk. He saw the sky is very clear. And Prabhupada says, yes, good morning. Prabhupada immediately reacted to his comment saying that, yes, good morning. When the sky is clear, the Englishmen call good morning. For English people, those who live in UK, Europe, but this is America. So for those who are living in London especially, he is referring to London and such place. For such people, Englishmen call good morning when they call good morning when the sky is clear. Then Prabhupada says, this is the origin of good morning. Now it's a common word, right? Good morning, every day. Office you go, good morning, good evening, and all nonsense going on. All. But because unfortunately in their country, in UK and the European countries, unfortunately in their country, the sky is never clear. The sky is always overshadowed by clouds and all. So for them, good morning is, the clear sky means some special day on that day. So they say good morning on that day. Otherwise there is no good morning, it's only bad morning for them. So like that. If by chance some day is clear, they say, oh, it is good morning. Prabhupada is saying all this. And then he says, this is the origin, that is the origin of that. So Prabhupada is giving this origin of good morning is this. And who told him? One Englishman told me. Prabhupada is giving, saying that somebody told him that this is the origin of good morning. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj says, but now they always greet each other by saying, good morning, sir. Prabhupada says, no, it has become now a phrase. But originally the word originated when the morning was good. And when the morning is good, when the sky is clear. And it doesn't happen all the time. It is rare. So good mornings are rare for European people because that is a great fortune for them. Laughter. Prabhupada is laughing. In London, I was there 3 months, always gloomy. Always gloomy. In London, 3 months, Prabhupada. Damp, cloudy. Therefore I said, they asked, what is your idea of hell? Prabhupada is recollecting some other incident where somebody asked Prabhupada, what is the idea of hell? And Prabhupada said, what is the idea of hell? And this is hell. Prabhupada said, this is hell. I think Prabhupada was in London at that time when somebody asked this. This is hell. London is hell. He stopped. And then what happened? That reporter immediately stopped. No more. Prabhupada's one answer, one comment is enough to shut his mouth forever. So he shut his mouth, he stopped, he did not ask anything more. This is hell. Simply by big buildings you are keeping as heaven, but it is hell. So this is very interesting conversation where we understand that in reality also we are experiencing the hellish condition. Nature is making us experience hellish condition. In London, people are experiencing. Prabhupada is saying that living in a damp, cloudy, cold weather is nature's way of treating us, showing us, Baba, you are living a hellish life. This is a symptom. Like we saw so many symptoms here. And why this symptom exists actually? Why this symptom of this hellish feeling is there? Why? Why it's there? Why it's there? Sinful people. That is a symptom that the civilization or the people living there are demoniac. Prabhupada writing, in fact, what Prabhupada gave a lecture, I prepared for the same. In that purport, if you see, Prabhupada is nicely explaining that. See here, when there are natural disturbances like blowing, cyclones, too much rain or uprooting of trees, it is to be understood that demoniac population is increasing or there. So similarly, Prabhupada is saying, Baba, this civilization, all the people here, the hell, why? Because people are demoniac. And the symptom is this, the nature is reacting in a way that demons can get their experience. And see, Prabhupada is insufficient sunshine. Now you can see, forget about London, forget about any New York. You think you go to any metropolitan city, you will find symptoms now. Go to Delhi, I was in Delhi, you might not have been in. How many, any of you Delhi experience? Kitna saal? No experience, right? Did I say who have not? He's raising hands. So Delhi experience is worst. I was afraid for a few days in Delhi. I got shivering. I got feeling of becoming sick and becoming very painful experience because Keshav Prabhu has a flat there and I stayed there because I used to be in Punjab, Himachal, Haryana. I was preaching there and I was constantly going to Delhi and every time it's gloomy. If you go in winters, Prabhu, there is no sun, Prabhu, in Delhi. And it is always covered with the dense fog. It is not natural fog also. Nature is reacting. Previously it was better. I think many years back Delhi was much better. Now the people have become so demoniac that nature is reacting and then artificial fog which covers the sun and gloomy and people are still living there in their coats, jackets. Or night time they have to cover themselves. And it's pollution, you cannot breathe. And all the day the news is coming with the day-to-day updates. Today it's like so much fog, people cannot go out, and then accidents happening because of fog, because cars get hit. They're happening. In summers, if you go to Delhi, so hot. So hot, it is very hot. In other cities also, if you go to Bangalore, Bangalore is another Prakriti, what do you call, it's like extreme. Now, if you go to Bangalore, it is like complete pollution, complete, people are like in anxiety, people are always disturbed, that traffic jams all the time, and so much pollution, water pollution, atmosphere is polluted, not like so many things. We don't want to get too much into detail, but to see it's true. If you take any other city, see, I had literal experience of Chennai, when I was there in 2020 or 2020, it was so much flood. House water came inside. I was with Ram Jagannath Prabhu house. Even now also airports gets stuck. The water is full. Then so much problem. And nature is like completely reacting. And Prabhupada is saying that this is because the demonic population is increasing. The symptom. It is not that nature is reacting, and it's symptom of demoniac population getting loaded in the cities. And people in cities, they also practice devotion because most of the people are in cities, right? Big temples. And I also was in cities and I was also giving lectures. I was also associated with youth and families also. And there is one common question that always comes in lectures. It will never die. It will never stop. And it will keep coming. What is the question? Can somebody guess? One question which, I was also worried, what is this question? How many times will you ask the same question? Even I have the same question. Everybody has the same question. And this is the question coming out of hellish condition only. The question is how to control mind. I'm disturbed. I cannot advance. I cannot chant my rounds properly. I'm in anxiety. Even devotees also. Even youngsters who are coming, they are coming with the same repeated, Prabhu, ultimately, how do I control my mind? Prabhu, I am so much disturbed. I have so many distractions. And everybody is speaking so many things, they are telling, this, you can read this, you can read Bhagavatam, you can chant Hare Krishna, you can do this, you can do this. And we are giving so many things. But again, the same person comes with the same question. It's not working, yeah? Is it not working what we are telling? The medicine is not working or what? People are coming with the same question. And it's not a fact, I'm not joking. I had experience. I was with Keshav Prabhu, I might have given on this same topic at least 30 lectures. Our Prevan Prabhu and Gokul Prabhu and Savisachi Prabhu, everybody. I asked the same question to big people in SP, and the answer is that The answer is, what is the answer? Can anybody think about the answer? Chanting should be done with proper attitude. You go to a doctor, he gives medicine. The medicine is proper, but I think it's not just the medicine that works. What else does the patient has to follow? He has to have a proper. He also suggests diet. He also suggests some other things which are addition to the medicine, which is a core, right? So we need environment also for chanting properly. People have medicine. We have the best medicine, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We have the perfect seed to go back to Goloka. But the seed has to be put in the soil. It has to be sheltered, it has to be protected, it has to be nourished, and then the soil will fructify into a plant, and then it will grow into a vriksha. Then the Krishna Prem will fructify. And the cities, the unfortunate thing is that people are being told. The demonic people around, and demonic feelings are there, and people are disturbed, and the weather is so like this, and everything is so passionate in Tamo Gun, and then we have to chant Hare Krishna, and then it's not happening, and then Prabhupada realized it long back, even before so-called bad, and then he said, no, we have to establish some very good places where people can go, especially Grihasthas. Where will they go? In cities, how long will they live, Papam? Huh? How long will they live in that such a worst situation? They want to advance, and then the thing is that Prabhupada said, let's have farms, let's have varnashrama, let's have proper place where devotees can go and do devotion. Environment, place. So that is the ideal situation, you know. And this is the answer actually. To those who are say, how can I handle my mind? How do I deal with all the families, all the youngsters, the very educated IIT boys also, they come, they say, we are disturbed, Prabhu, that, Baba, you are. See, Gajendra was in the water. He is a very strong elephant. Could he fight with the crocodile? You have to be in your natural position to exhibit your strength also. You cannot say that I'm in water, I'll act like I'll beat crocodile. No. Maya's area, that is. City means demon, forces, energy. You are not even Gajendra, you are not even a dog in the street also. You can't even fight any next to the street. And you want to fight Maya. Alright, that is the point. So the point is that, of course, I think most of you here, even I feel that it is much a relaxed place, Chikmagalur or any town which is smaller, and some ideal. For brahmacharis, of course, we go to cities definitely and preach there, because Prabhupada, the goal is to preach in cities and tell them to go to farms so that they benefit, society benefits. Not that, tell people, oh, you be here, you work here, you give donation to temple. And that way we can advance, we can prosper, we can get more people. Nobody is advancing, unfortunately. The people who are coming inside, staying some time, getting frustrated, going away. And then you get new people and train them like that. It is like, or you take money and you just, this is what is happening. Now actually we should speak straight about this fact that, especially Grihasthas, we cannot just teach them, we have to teach the whole thing. We have to teach what Prabhupada said clearly. We cannot say. So the thing is, see, the cities where I said about the symptoms, I said about fortunately you are here and you are more, even now also when I take class to youth, every time the same question is coming, Prabhu, I am disturbed. Sometimes I give some nonsense answers. It's just, the real answer is find your own path. I tell finally that you have to make a long-term plan. Now you are there, you cannot suddenly come out of it. Make a 5-year plan that in 5 years I'll just come out of this system. And then I can make. So Varnashrama is the only solution. I'm not focusing here on one. I'll come back to this point which we have here. But this is one point which is somehow it's connected, definitely. The symptoms, the suffering, the demoniac forces, and in the middle of all these demoniac forces and the bad symptoms, devotees who are trying to practice devotion, who are facing challenges because of the atmosphere. Everywhere it is there. In Kali Yuga, everywhere the symptoms are there, but still we have to find our own way. And okay, so that is one point. So that is what I wanted to tell. But there is some other things also. Varnashrama, I was reading about Varnashrama. One more aspect that is also that I came to know about yesterday. I was reading 11th canto, 2nd chapter, and shloka number 35 to 43. A lot of commentaries. Okay. So one point that yesterday came was that cities, people say you can do anything, you can just offer yat karoshi, yat ashnashi, yat jush. What is that? No. What is that shloka? Do what is that? Can somebody say that? I forgot. What is the meaning? Whatever you do, whatever you offer, yat karoshi, whatever you do, whatever you sacrifice you perform, and then so sometimes people are under the impression that we can do any kind of an activity and we can offer the results or the work to Krishna in that way. In cities especially, people work in big companies, IT companies, and they say that they have an impression that it's okay, I can work here and I can offer my hard earned money and things, that common understanding. But in 11th canto, when we see Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur and Acharya say that it is not like that actually. Any work, any offering should be within the work. Any result that you offer, that activity should be dharmic. It's not that you can do anything and offer it to Krishna and you can think that Krishna is some garbage can, you just throw whatever, he will accept and he will bless me. I think why we should offer, why it should be within Varnashrama? Why not outside Varnashrama? Because Krishna himself says, what he says? Chaturvarnyam Maya Shrishta. Krishna had made this system. Krishna made this system that, okay, this society is there, and in that society Varnashrama is there. In that people have to live according to the system that is made by me, and you offer those results meditating on me as the creator of the system. You cannot bring anything out of Varnashrama system. Of course, you may question sometimes that Prabhupada actually in the past, Prabhupada did that. He went out of Varnashrama and he got money because in the past, Prabhupada made all his disciples work outside. Go and work, earn money, bring money, and we will run the ISKCON. Initially, it happened, you remember, right? Everybody was working. Somebody was a truck driver, somebody was working in a camera shop, films, cleaning. Somebody was working something else. And everybody was doing everything. At that time, ISKCON was so much in difficult times that they had no money to survive. And Prabhupada had made an emergency decision at that time. Because sometimes emergencies are there, emergency dharmas are also there. Prabhupada used that at that time. But after that, what happened after that? After that, things changed. How things changed? Book distribution started. And then ISKCON never looked back. It was always flourishing because books were fetching so much money. That was proper. But before that, so similarly, we should be very careful that whatever we do for Krishna, it has to be from our side pure. Even the government allows you to work. Government allows you to work. If you want, you can do any business. Right? It allows you, right? Government says, you can do any business, so many businesses are there. But will it say, go and do smuggling and make money and pay tax to me? Will it allow? No, it will not allow like that. It will also put some conditions that you should work, the activity should be within law. Similarly, Krishna is also offered, but within dharma we cannot go break the dharma. So people have this misunderstanding that anything and everything can be offered except in emergencies. Emergencies are not normal circumstances. You are following, right, what I'm saying? So this is important. Why I brought this is because we sometimes disregard dharma, bringing Krishna as everything. We think Krishna means, oh, okay, Krishna means everything is okay. But Krishna made the dharma for us to follow. And following that dharma, we have to serve Krishna. That is proper. That is what Krishna wants. That is proper sincerity. That is Sanatana Dharma. Okay, so that is one point. So just keep this in mind whenever you, for example, here also we were celebrating Janmashtami and we had opportunity to go to this fellow. Who? Lifeline. We didn't go. That was a wise decision. No? Blood money. If somebody is selling beef and if he says, I'll give donation, you can use it for, will we take? Will we take? No, we will not take. Why? Because we have that feeling that we are breaking dharma here somewhere. And we should bring the concept of dharma everywhere because we are serving Krishna and dharma has to be there. Except there is an extraordinary circumstance where Acharya authorizes in an extraordinary way. That is not our domain. So we should be very careful how we serve Krishna. Yesterday Prabhu was also mentioning, I remember, I don't know whether you remembered, the service to Krishna should be performed with, what is that? Anybody remembers? With lot of, I don't remember that word, exact word. Prabhu, Prabhu was saying, it is not just service. You do whatever you want and expect that Krishna will be merciful. No, it has to be done with proper attitude, with proper understanding of what you are bringing into Krishna's service and with what intention, with what is the source, and everything should be dharmic because Krishna wants everything to be within dharma. That's why Krishna made Varnashrama dharma. Krishna just didn't leave us to just like some animals. You do whatever you want and I will be happy with whatever you do. Yeah, within dharma, even if you offer flower also, it is acceptable for you. That is the point we have to understand. So Prabhupada says demonic people are increasing, that's why there are so many symptoms. Just because 2 demons are taking birth. How many demons? 2 demons. So many symptoms. Now how many symptoms should come? Everybody is a demon here, literally. Everybody is a Hiranyakashipu inside. Though he doesn't look like Hiranyakashipu, maybe like me. But literally the whole society is full of Hiranyakshas, Hiranyakashipus, Rakshasas. And just imagine, 2 came in the past for which Krishna says, Paritranaya sadhuna vinash, I will come, I will destroy. But 2, Krishna is to come, okay, chalo, I will come and destroy because 2 only, right? Now how many are there? And how many, and just imagine what kind of a, like we are used to such demoniac atmosphere. Maybe otherwise we would just be very, we feel very disgusting to. Do you agree that everybody is demonic? You have no option but to agree because, because symptoms are there. As I said, in cities, symptoms are there. People are suffering, people are in anxiety, divorces, abortion, hospitals, infertility clinics. I'll just give a big list. All these are symptoms of nature only. There is nothing, some symptoms are visible, like, she jackals are braying or howling or singing or, but here the she jackals are not there. Some other things are there which are unmanifest. But the effect you can feel, you can anubhav. Anubhav is important, right? You can experience, right? Ultimately, anubhav is one thing which can prove whatever it is there. Only by logic you cannot understand. So when you go to city, you'll experience. One day in Bangalore, everybody will run back to. So literally, if you see the society, then we have unlimited number of Hiranyakshas, Every corner, every house, every person is literally a Hiranyaka. And then because of, you can see the symptoms that, people are, activities of people are like, no meat eating is broken, illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, everything is open. Just have fun doing all these illicit activities. And these are the symptoms. These are the symptoms that everybody is a Rakshasa. Even small Rakshasas in the form of small boys, girls going to schools in uniforms, and big Rakshasas in colleges. And Prabhupada distinguishes that people are divided into three categories. One is Sura, one is Asura, and one is Rakshasa. Sattva-guna means what? Sura. Rajoguna means demon. We call demon, very favorite word our. And third is Rakshasa. Tamoguna means Rakshasa. Prabhupada categorizes. So we have to categorize who is Rakshasa, who is demon. Okay, whatever it is. So how do we deal with so many demons? How can Krishna handle such demons? No, Prabhu, Krishna can come and Actually, Krishna doesn't come. Krishna says, I am not going to come. I will not come and kill anybody, but I'll come. I'll come in the form of, because Krishna doesn't want to kill anymore. Killing is not Krishna's business anymore in Kali Yuga. Krishna says, I will kill the killing propensity in the people. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayati Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurath. He comes, but he doesn't kill. But he kills. The real killer inside us. Ajanulambita bhujau kanakavata sankirtanaika pitarau. The father of Sankirtana with the weapon of Sankirtana is coming. What is the next line? Sankirtanaika pitarau kamalaya takshau vishvambharau dvijavarau yugadharma palau. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna is coming with this Sankirtana weapon. He is not going to kill anybody, but the tendency to sin, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to kill. And it's such a powerful weapon, such a powerful weapon that Krishna uses that weapon. Sankirtanaika pitarau kamalayat vishvambharau dvijavarau yugadharma palau vande jagat priyakarau karuna avatar. This is the special mercy of Krishna. As Karuna avatar, Krishna is coming. Krishna is coming. Krishna came and then Krishna distributed this Sankirtan Yagya, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is a very powerful weapon, I'm just putting it in a very simple way, this topic. How nice it is that Krishna has such a wonderful plan. And Prabhupada became the commander. And he distributed like that. So many people, so many demons, they're getting converted. It's okay, even the whole world, but even if some of them get converted, Prabhupada used to tell, we don't have to convert everybody into some Paramahamsa. Even if some become, we don't need stars, we need some moons. Because, if we have some moons, few stars, few very bright, powerful, then the whole world can change automatically. Like Prabhupada, one person, one moon. And before that, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, and so many moons were there. And then, so that is the goal, to give that Sankirtana mission in a pure form. If you don't give it in a pure form, that is also big, ahimsa. If you don't give it in a pure form, if you don't guide properly, then it's not proper. Prabhupada. And how to be able to give the Sankirtana mercy in a pure form? That is only one possible way. I felt that we have to be in very close connection with Prabhupada through his books, especially books. Understand the mission, like Prabhupada. We need to understand the mood and mission of Prabhupada properly. Then we will be able to give. People who don't understand mood and mission of Prabhupada, then they will always dilute. They will always dilute and give diluted, watered down process. that is not proper, because you don't advance and you don't even advance others. So we should understand the mood of Prabhupada. Mood of Prabhupada is his gurus and his guru Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's Krishna's mood and mission, to bring everybody, to the Sankirtana movement. Kill the tendency to commit sin. And it is the smart way to, no bloodshed. No bloodshed, nothing, It's going to rain. Good symptom. So like that, we should understand that, so these symptoms will be there because even when Krishna took birth, there were symptoms, but they were auspicious symptoms. Same word, actually, if you go and see Krishna's birth time, the same shloka will come in a very positive way. For example, Prabhu gave the lecture on that Baba Vayu. Baba Vayu. What is that shloka? Okay. Baba Vayu. Suduspraha. Sudusparsha. Sudusparsha. Dusparsha means feeling of that Vayu is also very disgusting or very inconvenient. But it was Susparsha, means it was very, very gentle breeze was blowing at that time. Krishna, you see, shloka when Krishna took birth, same symptoms but in a very positive way. The same nature reacting in a very positive way. But here we are experiencing everyday nature. I think everyday news is some deaths are there because of all these symptoms of, for example, I think Himachal, this Kashmir area, floods are coming, Floods are there, all the time floods are there. For example, in Hyderabad also floods came, people died. Everywhere people are dying because of. So it is our responsibility to. Actually, I wanted to speak so many things. Okay. Anyhow, but it's already time's up. 5 minutes to. Oh, my class is also time's up for my class. So that's it for today. I will wind up in the middle. Maybe some other day, some other things can be discussed. Actually, if you want to read more about demoniac things, then which chapter of Bhagavad Gita? 16th chapter. Krishna is explaining everything nicely. Call coming already. Youth class. 16th chapter, kindly, first shloka, second shloka, third shloka, fourth shloka, that was part of my lecture actually. But anyhow, that is not happening. So you can read and understand the nature of demoniac people. Krishna says that there are two types of people, demoniac and divine. And then he explains what are the qualities. How many qualities are there? Divine qualities, anybody knows? 26 qualities are mentioned in that particular. And then some demoniac qualities are also mentioned. First quality of a divine, can anybody guess? One quality which starts, Krishna says, this is the first divine quality of a divine living entity. Anybody? Can you guess? Take a guess. Everybody take a guess. First divine quality. Very amazing divine. And we speak about that all the time. And that is the biggest fear in us. I gave the answer also. It is fearlessness. Abhayam. Abhayam is the first quality. Fear. Illusion. Bhayam dvitiya viniveshayat syat. Krishna says Bhayam. And some people, even Bhagavad Gita also, some places, some acharyas, some philosophy, or it says that Bhayam, can somebody tell how to escape Bhayam? Last point. How to escape fear? What is the solution to the fear? Huh? That example is story, that advertisement, dew, there is a dinker, dew, mountain dew. Oh, Salman Khan will come and say, डर के आगे जीत है, डर के आगे क्या होता है? मौत है। कुछ नहीं होता है, डर के आगे कुछ नहीं, डर के आगे भागना पड़ता है। No, actually, some philosophy says that is this Mayavadis, they say fear can be eradicated by knowledge, because they say cause of fear is ignorance, cause of fear is ajnana bhaya karana, but jnana it will destroy. But that is that correct answer? No. Then what is the answer? What is that? Daivesha guna mam evaye prapadyante. That answer is Mayavadi's answer. Jnana. They say that there is light there is darkness in the room, and then by it's very we are afraid because we don't know what's in there. Put the light and we are free from fear. अंदर सांप को देख के अंधेरे में, अंदर रस्सी को देख के सांप सोचते हैं अंधेरे में, लेकिन लाइट डालते समझ में आता है कि ये है। तो उसी तरह बोलते अहम ब्रह्मास्मि जान लो, फियर भाग जाएगा। अहम ब्रह्मास्मि जान लो, फियर भाग जाए। आई एम द सोल, बट कृष्णा सेज नो, अहम ब्रह्मास्मि विल नॉट हेल्प। व्हाट विल हेल्प? व्हाट विल हेल्प? जीवेर स्वरूप है नित्य कृष्ण दास। Not just soul, but I am servant of Krishna. That has to come into our life. Then Krishna will help us to free. Mamevaye prapadyante. That's why Krishna uses the duratyaya. Mama maya, my maya will not run because of your knowledge. My maya will get away if you surrender to me. If you take. Next question I'll ask based on this one. Why we have to surrender to Krishna? Why we have to serve Krishna? Why Krishna says surrender? Why? You know that. You already told this answer many times. You asked the same question. But interesting question that why we have to surrender to Krishna. And Prabhupada in that 11.2.37, right? Vayam Dvitiya Abhinivesha very nicely explains that Jiva is actually like, constitutionally Mama Evamsho Jiva Loke. Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, small tiny particle, and Krishna is Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. And Prabhupada, and there in the purport it is written that Jiva's constitutional duty is to serve Krishna. That is Sanatana Dharma. That's why we have to serve Krishna, because we are tiny, we are Mamayvamsho, and we are Nityanam, we are tiny dependent entities. Krishna is the supreme independent, and it is our constitutional duty. Because the finger has to serve the body, because then finger can exist, it can maintain its existence, it can live. Like that we are also dependent on Krishna. So we are constitutionally, हो गया महाराज, यही करना पड़ेगा आरती। सच्चे बिग रहे ना? हाँ हाँ वो तो कर सकते हैं, वो तो होगा, वो तो करेंगे, वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा लास्ट में। ओके, सो एनी क्वेश्चन फॉर मी टुडेज क्लास? काइंडली, अपार्ट फ्रॉम एनी क्वेश्चन अबाउट टुडेज क्लास, टुडेज पॉइंट, टुडेज सब्जेक्ट, प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स वेरी नाइसली and apply them, and so we have to scrutinizingly study Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, not mechanically. We have to study with proper attitude, apply them, and teach others also, of course. Hare Krishna. Question? Question? No question. No question. Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, कार्तिक मास की, दामोदर लीला की, श्री दामोदर राधा दामोदर भगवान की। हरे कृष्ण।